all began back in December. Every team with a positive outlook going forward.
3 seconds. 2, 1. It's good! A buzzer beater.
Through the course of the season, ups and downs.
Knocked down and wins it in overtime. And that will be it. My goodness. Heartbreak.
And now.
Great fight, but they come up just short.
We're in playoff time.
What a ball game. What a classic.
And every team's trying to
earn a trip to the state tournament.
The state tournament. The excitement begins now.
What a night here. They win. My goodness, what a finish.
WCMP Sports presents high school basketball.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup here in Section 6 AA playoffs. The Pine City Dragons getting set to host the Spectrum Sting in the first round of Section 6 AA. Of course, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's girls playoff basketball game here between the Dragons and the Sting, and it should be a fun one here between these two. These two faced off earlier in the season with Pine City getting the victory, albeit a slight victory. They did get the victory nonetheless, but these two teams, it has been basically a full season since they have played each other, so a lot has changed since then, and we're hoping for the better for our very own Pine City Dragons here. Broadcasting live on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and of course, audio only, but the link is still at WCMPradio.com. We've got games all across our airwaves. We got so many games we can't even put them on our airwaves. Over on WCMP Sports for YouTube, that is Hinckley Finlayson hosting Barnum in that Section 7 AA first round matchup. Then over on 95.5 FM, Andy Beckstrom will have the Ogilvie versus Maple Lake call in that game for Section 5 Single A, their first round. And then over in Bram, Adam Hefty will have the Bram versus East Central first round matchup. So a ton of good action going on here tonight on our airwaves. Again, Joshua Miron, our morning show host, has been gracious enough to lend his voice to the broadcast here this evening, where he is currently covering that game. Started at 6. The Hinckley Finlayson Jaguars hosting the Barnum Bombers in their first round in Section 7 AA. As I try to currently look at that game for an update, looks like the Jaguars lead 36-14 over the Bombers, and the Jaguars have that one in hand in the first half. So the Jaguars look to come away with a win there, but in our game, it is the Dragons and Spectrum Sting going at it, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's playoff basketball season, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that, we get an extra day this year. Yeah, that's right. Tonight is Leap Day. It is Leap Day today, and I am so excited for this extra day. I even took a nap today. You might say, well, how can you be excited if you took a nap? Well, I wanted to use some of the extra time for a nap. Don't judge me. But I am pumped for this one. I'm excited. It is bound to be a good one here tonight, and hopefully our very own Pine City Dragons come out on top. So we're going to take a look at the teams here in just a moment. Of course, as I mentioned before, both of these teams played against each other earlier in the season, with Pine City coming away with the victory, albeit a slight victory. It is a win nonetheless, and that could have been the reason they have the 7th seed instead of the 8th or 9th seed. So it was a very close race between, I think it was 5 through 8, or was it 6 through 8, something like that. Either way, it was a close race for the last playoff seeds to get home court advantage, and Pine City got one of the last ones in 6AA and the 7th seed. But yeah, it was a battle between 6, 7, 8, and 9. That was the battle there, and Pine City just got the last one as they beat Royalton in their final regular season game. So for Pine City and Spectrum, again, this will be their second meeting. Pine City ended the year 17-9, Spectrum 18-8. The big difference in this one, the scoring. The scoring is going to be a major factor. Spectrum boasts the best defense, one of the best. It'll be second best, but the second best defense in the section. But Pine City boasts the second best offense in the section. So you look at these two teams. One is very good at defense. The other has a powerful offense. Which one will come out on top? We'll have to wait and see. But first, we're going to take a minute to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then we're also going to hear an interview that I had earlier in the week with head coach Patrick Judd and see what he had to say about tonight's matchup. Again, you're listening to Section 6AA Girls Basketball here on WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me.
I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class.
Oh, yeah.
This week, snag a 30-minute massage at Pine City Family Chiropractic for only $45. Breathe.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com/deals. Now, breathe.
Stan's Equipment in Pine City carries a full line of power equipment to help you with your workload, no matter the season. They offer a wide variety of truck equipment, power equipment, tractor equipment, lakeshore equipment, smart equipment, and Louisiana grills. So much to see and look at only at Stan's Equipment. They even offer pre-owned inventory and reliable service and parts department for all your power equipment. Come check out their inventory, new and used, or have them service your equipment. Stan's Equipment, your local power equipment dealer, Pine City.
We are now joined by the Pine City girls basketball head coach, Patrick Judd. And Coach, I want to thank you for joining me and doing this interview. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. And we're now taking a look at the end of the season, of course, preparing for playoffs this week. Kind of give us a look at the season from your perspective.
Well, I thought we had a very productive and successful season. We started off on just kind of getting to learn how to work together with, we had a couple veterans and some younger kids that were mixed together in our varsity team. And we had a lot of good communication and chemistry throughout the year that kept building and building. We had a nice run there during the early part of the season and mid-season with some good winning streaks. And I was just very happy with the way these girls just kept finding ways to, not only get better and better, but also learn how to win different ways. As we got to the end of the season, it was, just after that exciting conference championship game, it kind of felt like we hit a little bit of a lull there, and thankfully we were able to figure things out a little bit here on Friday night and finish the season with a win. And, anytime you have a winning record, it's a fantastic season, in my opinion.
Taking a look at the team, too, a couple of records being broken here by Carly Jusak, and unfortunately, some of the players were unable to finish the season in Metling and Belsheim. But what has it been like to be able to coach this group of seniors with Belsheim, Thiemann, and Jusak?
It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun to work with these girls as the head coach. I've been with them for few years now as one of the assistants and kind of helping teach and develop them throughout the last few years. So it's just fun to see where they were to where they are now with their development. Obviously Emma going down with an injury again earlier in the year. It was really tough for a girl that worked so hard like she did to get back and get playing again. But Summer has had a pretty good regular season and had some career highs and points and steals, and just really, really fun to see where she's developed from being kind of a role player to a big contributor. And of course, Carly Juzak's, there's only so much time you have to talk about all the things that she's done for our program, and I can't be more proud of her as her coach. Just knowing that she's going on to bigger and better things too is exciting, and I'm happy to be part of that process.
And taking a look at this team, you mentioned how after that Ogilvie game, it felt like a little bit of a lull. What was the message to the team after losing to Ogilvie for the second time?
My first thing was just that, years from now, they're going to look back on that game and just think, what an amazing, crazy, wild, fun game that was. It's hard in that moment when you have that home advantage, and you knew what you were going to have to do, and it just was a night where they were just a little bit better than us, and you had to tip your cap to them. But you could just tell too that losing the conference championship was tough on them. It's tough on all of us, but it took us a few games to kind of get our swag back again, and just learning how to play the game the way we were playing prior to that. So sometimes for those with these guys, when you're used to winning conference championships, it's hard to remember that just because you don't win a conference championship doesn't mean you can't have a successful season and still have a good run in the playoffs. And I think our girls are figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you mentioned it was part of a 4-game losing streak, but you talked about it. You were able to get a win here on Friday at Royalton to end the regular season. What was it like to be able to see this team get back on the winning side of things? And not only that, they were able to beat yet another section opponent as well.
Oh, I thought it was huge because I know the girls, at the end of the day, still wanted to have a home playoff game, and it was definitely up in the air going into Friday night's game. But what was nice is that we kind of remembered how to play that intense way that we were playing going into it, and it's tough. We've had a couple of injuries, and it's definitely started adding up over the last couple of weeks. Just being able to, I guess the best way to say it is just being able to overcome adversity, and we're just thankful that we were able to put together a good game plan and figure out how to overcome some adversity. Even on Friday night, it was a good win, but it didn't come easily.
And looking at this Thursday, you guys you mentioned you get that home playoff game now. How important is it for this team to be able to get to play at least one more time in front of these home fans, and not only that, for the seniors as well?
Well, I think it's very important. We finished a year on the road here in the regular season, and we didn't have the finish we wanted to on senior night against Foley, and so we're hoping to finish the season with our last game at home being a win and continuing on in the playoffs. We know it's not going to come easy. We know we got to prepare and come ready to play against a team that we played earlier in the year and in Spectrum, and we got to be ready to get their play against their best game too. So we're excited for the opportunity to play at home one more time in front of our home fans, and hopefully get to bring them with us on the road.
Speaking of that game here coming up on Thursday, you mentioned it's against Spectrum, a team who you have already played and were able to get the victory over earlier in the year in January. But obviously, like you mentioned, a much different scenario this time around. What are you looking for from your team to be able to come out of that game Thursday with the win?
Well, I think a lot of it is, obviously we're going to do our job of looking at game film and trying to understand what they try to do and what we need to do better than what we did the first time. I think if you ask any of the people in our program, we'd tell you we didn't play our best game that night. It was on a Monday night after a big conference game on Friday with no practices. So we're hoping that we come to practice every day working hard and having attention to detail on what we got to do to have a successful game on Thursday. And, as we always talk to them about, it's one game at a time, especially when it's playoffs. You can't look ahead, because if you do that, there won't be another day. So we're excited for the challenge.
And as a coach, what is the message to the team to remind them that, hey, although this one is a playoff game, it is still just another basketball game that you're playing?
Well, I think it's just a matter of us, just reminding them about how important just enjoying every moment that you're on the floor, trying to not let it get too big. We talk about that every game. You can't get too high on the highs and you can't get too low on the lows. So we're trying to go in there even keel, not let our emotions get the best of us, whether that's, over pumped up or nervousness. all part of the game. So I think the girls understand this at this point in the year, and like I said, we're hoping that the momentum of being at home is going to be a big part of our success too.
Coach, that is all that I have for you here today. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right. Well, Coach, again, I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. It's greatly appreciated, and good luck on Thursday.
All right. Thank you very much.
Promoting good health in children is the best way to ensure they'll enjoy good health as adults. Don't skip out on your children's wellness appointments. Call Wellia Health today at 320-679-1313 to set up a Well Child visit. Our friendly family medicine providers love to support young families by helping your children stay healthy, active, and feeling their very best. WelliaHealth.org.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Thanks to, again, head coach Patrick Judd for doing that interview. As we take a look at both of these teams again, they played each other during the regular season back earlier in the regular season. And that was back in January, where Pine City came away with a 9.55-46 victory over in Spectrum. But now they get to come home. It's a different atmosphere. They come home, they got the fans behind them. It's a playoff game, and you want to win. So a much different atmosphere. Can Pine City put that end of the regular season behind them, where they lost 4 out of their last 5 games before beating Royalton for their 5th game in which they won? But can they put that behind them? Focus on tonight. Now it's a 1-game season each night. Tonight, and then if they win tonight, it's Saturday. Then after that, it's so on and so forth. So can they put that 4-game loss behind them and come into this one a brand new team? And I think they can. I think this is a very good team, a very battle-tested team. They've been through a lot this year. They have been through the ups and downs. They have been through it. So I think Pine City is in a good spot here tonight. Of course, they're at home, which also helps. But for these two teams, taking a look at the records, 1 win and a loss separate them. Pine City was 17-9. Spectrum was 18-8 on the season. And Spectrum wound up getting the number 10 seed at 4 in the section, and Pine City got the 7th seed at 4-2 in the section. Again, these two teams vastly different scoring-wise. Spectrum has the 2nd best defense in the section, only allowing 41 points per game, while Pine City boasts the 2nd best scoring offense in the section, scoring 66 points per game. So, taking a look at that, it's going to be very interesting to see how this game is going to play out. Can Pine City get on a roll early? Can they get that offense going and kind of put the pedal to the metal and run away from Spectrum? Because Spectrum only scores about 52 points per game. They like to play the lower scoring. They like to keep it close. They like to play more on defense. So I think if Pine City can get out in front early, let that offense get rolling, get that offense into rhythm, and play patient Dragon basketball, I think they'll be able to come away with the victory here tonight. But we've seen it before, where Pine City, they get on a little bit of a roll, and then all of a sudden the scoring just kind of comes to a halt. They need to try and avoid that tonight. Now, it's easier said than done, of course, but can Pine City get on that roll and stay on that roll all night long? Of course, they're going up against a very good defense in Spectrum, so they're going to have to find their ways around this Spectrum defense. Now, again, I think they just got to get back to Dragon basketball. One of the biggest things that we've seen when, they went on those scoring droughts, when things weren't going their way, is it seemed like they just weren't playing Dragon basketball. It seemed like they just weren't playing to their standard. But hopefully tonight they will get back to that. Looking at the Spectrum Sting, their 2 leading scorers, Addie Ringgold and Ashley Vetch, I believe. They score 13 and 12 points per game, respectively. They're also pretty good rebounders at 3 and 6. Their leading rebounder is Ashley Schlager, with 8 rebounds per game. So a pretty good team. They distribute the ball pretty evenly, and they've got some good rebounders out there and their playmakers as well. And then you look for Pine City. Carly Jusak, of course, leads the team with 27.5 points per game and 14 rebounds. Behind her in rebounds per game is Mallory Klepper with 6, and I really do believe Mallory Klepper is going to step into the shoes of Carly Jusak next year. She's shown flashes of it. Can she step into that role here and show even more? Taking a look assist-wise, leading the team with 3.4 is again Mallory Klepper. So again, dishes the ball very well. Then Summer Thiemann and Jusak and Metling just under 3. Steals, Thiemann leads the team with 3 per game. It has been fun to watch Thiemann this year become that all-around player that we have consistently seen her get better and better and better each and every year at that, and she's kind of become that complete player this year. She has done really good. Carly Jusek is averaging 2 blocks per game, 2.2 per game, but I'm telling you, it seems to be a lot more when she's at home, uses that, excuse me, energy from the home crowd. Carly Jusek shoots about 76% from the free throw line, 38% from 3, and 55% from the floor. So a pretty darn good player for Carly Jusek, who is going to be playing D1 basketball at Idaho next year for the Vandals. Of course, we've got plenty of basketball players from this girls basketball program who are off playing a higher level of basketball. Sophie Lottie is one that comes to mind as she graduated last year. She's at University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Ashley Fowler, Ellie Haas. Those are just some of the names that I am remembering who have played for this Pine City squad and are off playing higher levels of basketball. So very interesting to see this trend kind of continue for Pine City, where they just continue to get this talent and just continue to elevate those young ladies' skills to another level. And, of course, it does help when you've got just talented athletes as well. So we're just about set for tip-off here in this one. The pregame warm-ups are just about over, and we are about to get ready for our national anthem and our starting lineups to be announced. Then we'll be ready for tip-off here in this Section 6 AA girls basketball playoff game between the Pine City Dragons and the Spectrum Sting here this evening. And I'm very excited here for this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And these two teams set to battle. So that is going to do it here for me in the pregame. We're going to get it over to our fine sponsors, because when we come back, it's time for tip-off. Listening to girls basketball, girls playoff basketball on WCMP.
K&K Concrete is a proud supporter of the Pine City basketball team. K&K Concrete is locally owned and operated and has 20 years of experience working in the Pine City area. K&K Concrete specializes in foundations, driveways, decorative concrete, and more. They give expert services for both residential and commercial jobs. To schedule your project or for more information, contact them today at 320-629-6341. K&K Concrete would like to say good luck and go Dragons.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops, and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch. The premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for bulk baseball and fast-pitch softball. If your batter needs some individual instruction, Here's the Pitch has lessons with current and former collegiate instructors. Make the right call today. They've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com.
Keep it clean at Maytag Laundry, with locations in North Branch, Pine City, Cambridge, and Mora. Whether you have rugs that need cleaning, quilts, or comforters, no job is too big for the machines at Maytag Laundry. Your items will look brand new. Whatever you need clean, the machines at Maytag Laundry are up for the task. So when you need to keep it clean, look to the big machines at Maytag Laundry in North Branch, Pine City, Cambridge, and Mora.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well, at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup, Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Taking a look at your starting lineups for the Spectrum Sting. It will be number 11, Addie Walschlager. Number 12, Ashley Vetch. Number 23, Addison Ringgold. Number 25, Maggie Novotny. And number 34, Lily Carlson for the Spectrum Sting, who are head coached by Corey Hund. Then on the other side for the Pine City Dragons, who are head coached by Patrick Judd, it will be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 10, Summer Thiemann. Number 11, Brooke Boland. Number 12, Carly Jusak. And 23, Vivian Lottie. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces or Invisalign clear liners with three locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Bevo Meadow Garden Center. Winter? What winter? Since you're probably ready to go out into the garden, Bevo Meadow Garden Center will be opening for the season March 7th. Beaver Meadow Garden Center opening beginning Thursday, March 7th. And I have the awesome pleasure of having a special guest with me here tonight. And that, of course, is Taylor Tollefson. Taylor, thanks for joining me once again.
Yeah, no problem. It's always fun getting out here, watching the Dragon teams as well, and also getting good experience.
Yeah, this should be a fun one here between these two teams. Of course, Pine City had a little bit of a struggle to end the season. They lost 4 of their last 5 games, but they won their final game against Royalton. And now it all comes down to this, their last game at home. They won over Spectrum earlier in the season, but what are you looking for out of this Pine City team so they can get a win here this evening?
I'm really looking for how much they're going to press against this team and how much and like their offense. I know that they've been working on offense and defense and just really preparing for this moment. So I'm kind of looking for everything here. I'm expecting everything.
Well, it should be a fun one as we will get tip-off here. And, well, looks like teams are already getting to the front door. It looks like Spectrum is expecting Pine City to win this tip, and they will. So Jusak will win it for the Dragons. She'll give it to Thiemann now on the far side to Klepper. Klepper starts with it for the Dragons. Now to Thiemann. Thiemann in the far side corner. Dribbling out of the corner. Ooh, nearly lost it. Good job of picking that ball up by Thiemann. Gets it to Boland. Back to Thiemann. Thiemann on the far side looking. Gets it to Boland in the far side corner. Directing traffic now is Boland. She'll give it back to Thiemann. Thiemann on the near side to Klepper. Into Lottie. Lottie trying to go inside to Jusak. And Jusak, unable to get that one to fall. She got her own rebound, but she was unable to get that next one to fall. But she's fouled, and will go to line and shoot 2. An early foul there on Walschlager for the Sting, and an early foul there, Taylor. That's got to be helpful for the Dragons.
Yeah, definitely a great start of momentum, a great start of getting that ball right away.
So the first one up there from Jusak is good. And this one's good as well. So Jusak gets the first 2 on the board there for Pine City. Now, Taylor, I was looking as we get a full court press here from Pine City. I was looking, Spectrum, second best defense in the section. Pine City, second best offense in the section. Block there from Jusak, and she gets the steal. I can't barely finish my sentence before we get a ton of action going the other way, but this is a very interesting matchup because you've got the second best offense versus the second best defense. So what do you think we'll see here in this one? More of a high-scoring affair, or do you think the defenses will come out more?
I really think the offense is going to come out more on both teams. Like you've already seen, they're really picking up and they're really like passing the ball over and over, trying to get like in the team's head, just kind of like both teams are, and they are just trying to pass to each other and keep it going.
As Jusak went down the other way, missed a layup. Not many of those she misses, but it was rebounded by Ringgold, and then she was fouled by Brooke Boland. That shot is up and no good. That should be Pine City. Ooh. They're going to say that was out on Pine City, so it will stay with the Sting. They'll get a chance to inbound here, so each team now has 1 foul. Sting will look to inbound. Great coverage here from Pine City. They will get it inbounded, and yeah, that's a foul, unfortunately, there on Summer Thiemann, her first, team second, and now that will send Lily Carlson to the line to shoot 2. So, unfortunately, right after Spectrum get their first foul, the Dragons get 2 of their own and now send Carlson to the line for 2. So, again, I would kind of tend to lean your way, Taylor, as no good on that one from Carlson. I do agree. I think the offenses will show out a little bit more. It's a playoff game. The atmosphere is there. You can just kind of feel that everyone's on the edge of their seat already, and we've just began the game. It's just so much fun here in playoffs. So Carlson will make one of two to make it 2-1 in favor of the Dragons. Dragons come back the other way. They have that fast-paced offense working, and Jusak from 3. She says, hang on now. We need to get out and get up a lead early.
Jusak's going to be the most crucial player that you're going to have on that court tonight. She's going to be, I'm going to tell you, she's going to be one of the stars tonight.
She certainly will, as we see a 3 attempt here from the Sting. It's no good. Carlson with the rebound. Another 3 here. That's off the mark, and Jusak will get the rebound. She gives it up the court quickly to Thiemann, trying to get that fast break offense working. That should be a kick. Oh, my goodness. I thought that went off of a kick of Spectrum. It did not, apparently, and it went out of bounds off of Pine City. So that's the first turnover of the game by Pine City. 5-1 they lead. This ball's tipped, stolen away by Bolin. She'll put it up. It's no good, but she gets fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So now the second turnover there by the Spectrum Sting, and Boland to the line to shoot 2. Pine City trying to show that, hey, we can be just as good of a defense as Spectrum can, and so far, so good, as Boland delivers on the first free throw to make it 6-1. Substitution here for the Sting. They'll bring in number 24, which is Alyssa Voigt.
One thing that I love about playoffs is, have you ever been in the PAV and just everything is roaring? That's what it's like. Everyone's out here cheering on both teams, and it's tense. It's amazing. It's just great energy.
It really is. It is so much fun as Boland misses the second. Spectrum got the rebound, but Boland stole it right back. She says, hey, no, this is my ball, my court. And they're going to get another. No, not a steal. Vivian Lotti tied that one up, nearly got another steal for Pine City, but she tied it up. It will be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Sting. And Taylor, already you can just see Pine City, they want to prove that their defense can compete with this Spectrum defense, and so far so good, as the Sting are going left to right on your radio dial. Pine City right to left. Sting wearing their white away uniforms, their forest dark green numbers and letters, and the green striping piping on the collar, the neck, and the bottom of the short, and a 2 there. I believe that was Lily Carlson who dropped it in for 2 to make it 6-3. Back the other way goes the Dragon offense. Klepper stands top of the key. She's looking, gives it off near side to Boland. Boland has a little space, but not enough to take the 3. She'll give it off to Lotti. Lotti on the far side for Thiemann. Thiemann back to Jusak. Jusak over to Boland on the far side. Boland now to Klepper. Klepper back to Jusak. Jusak a long 3. It rattles out, but great job by Klepper to get that rebound. She misses. Boland with the rebound, and now it's stolen away by the Sting. That was Ringgold. That'll be the second turnover by Pine City, so it goes back the other way for the Sting. Under 15 minutes to go here in the first half. 6-3. Dragons with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And now on the near side, going to Novotny. She'll drive inside. Shot is up, no good, and she gets fouled. And unfortunately there for Pine City, that will be their third. And that one, I believe, it's called on Klepper. It was. So her first and the team's third. And now that will send Novotny to the line for 2. This one's up and good to make it 6-4. And in games like these, every little free throw, foul, all that seems to just be amplified, and it seems like it means a lot more. And I mean, it certainly does mean a lot, but it seems like it means just that much more, as Klepper got the rebound, and she felt that she was fouled, and it was close, but Lily Carlson got the steal, and then Klepper, I believe, picked up a second foul there, so unfortunately for Pine City, as the free thrower, that was Novotny, made 1 of 2 free throws. And now the other way, they get the steal. Pine City does. Oh, Jusak a little bit too strong on that layup. And she'll get her own rebound, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 after another steal here by Pine City. That's their 4th takeaway. And they got Alyssa Voigt on the foul. Her first, team's third, and no good on that one is Carly Jusak. And right now, Taylor, it just seems like for both sides, but since we're the hometown team, Pine City, it just seems like they're pressing right now, maybe a little too much.
Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely with it kind of shows on how many fouls. They are kind of like, I used this word last time I was on, and they're tight. Mm-hmm. They're playing tight. They're playing not relaxed. They're not playing their game fully yet.
100%. And I talked about that in the pregame, and you referenced it last time, and I it was completely the right thing too, because yeah, when they're confident, when they're relaxed, when they are playing their style of basketball, it is another level. They are one of the toughest teams to stop. As a beautiful feed from Bolin to Jusak, and she drops it in for 2 to make it 9-4, and Jusak has 8 points. And now a quick 2 there from the Sting, no good by Vesh. And she'll get her own rebound. Tried to give it off on the near side to Carlson. She couldn't grab it, and that's going out of bounds for a turnover by the Sting. 9-4, Dragons with the lead. 13:32 to go. Don't forget, across all of our airwaves, playoff basketball tonight, including our WCMP Sports 4 YouTube. Joshua Miron with the call of Hinckley Finlayson, currently leading Barnum in that Section 7 AA playoff game. Good passing now, Summer Thiemann, a little too strong there, but Jusak right there being a great teammate to grab that one back to make it 11-4, and she has 10 points here in this first half. A 3 attempt here is no good, off the side of the rim by Voigt, and who else but Jusak gets the rebound. Oh, pass up the court a little too far, and Ringgold is going to get the steal there for Spectrum. Now a foul here on Pine City, and Judd has a look of distaste on his face as Lottie doesn't agree with the call. And that's a tough one there. That'll be the team's 5th. Lottie, she plays so physical. It is fun to watch Lottie play defense. She is so physical. And I mean, I don't think teams expect it a lot of times, because she comes out and, man, she is everywhere. They give it outside now to Ringgold for 3. That is out, and Klepper, a big rebound. She'll give it up to Summer Thiemann, racing up the court. Oh, no foul call, and Jusak gets the rebound, and she has knocked out of her hand. And we'll take a second until I clear my throat. And we're back. Clear my throat real quick. Thanks, Josh Miron, for making me lose my voice. No, of course. It's just going around. But Pine City gets the inbound here to Jusak, to Bolin. Now back to Jusak. Jusak. Oh, a travel call there on Jusak. They're going to say that she picked up her feet. Now, I was looking more of where the ball was at, so I didn't see the feet move. So doesn't mean that it wasn't a travel. But, again, looking at the ball, I didn't see the ball travel at all. And this pass is tipped by Thiemann on its way over to Ringgold. Now inside for Vetch, and a long 2 there is no good, and Jusak with the one-handed rebound just says gimme. Thiemann with it. She thought about 3, has no one to go to, now finds Lottie on the far side. Lottie driving inside, back out to Haney. That's Taylor Haney who checks into the game for the Dragons. And now with it is Lottie. Now to Bolin. Bolin on the near side. She's going to drive inside. Out on the far side to Thiemann. Instead gives it to Jusak. No good on the 3. It's rebounded there by number 14 of the Sting. That is Amber Vesh. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that last name wrong. There are probably 3 different ways to say it, and I'm saying them all wrong. A short 2 there from the Sting, and the rebound tried to be picked up by Jusak and couldn't quite bring it in cleanly. She'll knock it out of bounds. 11:23 to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 11-4 Dragons lead. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll also leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Inbound here goes to Novotny. A long 2 from Carlson. No good. Bolin tries to slap it to her own teammate for the rebound, but Haney's going to come up with it. Haney, good hustle play. She got after that one. Now gives it to Bolin. That's a good hustle play there by Haney there, Taylor, and now trying to find someone, but Haney showing off the hustle, and that's what you need to see in a game like this.
Yeah, definitely. She really came out here and she's playing hard. She might not have that many varsity minutes, but man, she's put it in that work and she's trying her hardest out there, and that's all you need in a teammate.
100%. And yeah, she may not get the stats, but she is certainly given the effort. Boland is going to be fouled, and I believe they're going to get Addison Ringgold. They will for that one. That'll be the team's 4th foul. And we'll get a sub. Mallory Klepper will check in for Vivian Lottie. Give us a check-in, and we'll get a timeout called, actually. So a timeout called here, I believe, by Pine City. Looks to be a shorter version. It looks like the 30-second variety. Whether you're trying to make the team or trying to take the team to the next level, get into Here's the Pitch in North Branch. State-of-the-art batting cages for baseball and fast-pitch softball. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. Also, have you got your 2024 restaurant passport yet? Better grab one at one of our 20 participating local restaurants because it's your chance to win free food. Details at WCMPradio.com. So, Taylor, spring sports are on the horizon. Do you plan on playing any?
Yeah, golf season.
Hey, there you go, golf. I like that one. I'm terrible at it, but it is one where you can just kind of go out and you can have fun. It doesn't really matter. I mean, unless you're playing it as a sport. But for me and my buddies, we go out and we just kind of hit it around and go, oh, well, we'll take 3 off of that one just because. But that's very cool. So we look forward to the spring sports season, and we wish you luck in the golf season. And this year, looks like you might actually be able to play on time.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking great out there, too.
So out of the timeout, Pine City will inbound. Klepper will get it to Boland. Boland on the near side. She's left alone from 3. It's going to be no good. And rebounded there by Addison Ringgold. Taking up the court for the Sting is Lily Carlson. She lost it. It's up for grabs. That's got to be a tie-up. No, they're gonna let it play, and Klepper is going to get credit for the steal. I thought they would have called a jump ball there, but they did not. They held off on the whistle. And now Taylor Haney for 3. It's off the mark, and that should be Pine City ball. It is, as it went out of bounds off a member of the Sting. That's Ashley Vesh, who went off of. A substitution here for the Sting. We'll see Addie Walschlager check it back into the game for Amber Vesh. 10:16 to go. Klepper will inbound to Boland on the far side. Now to Thiemann, top of the key. Thiemann gets around one defender. Lost her dribble. Gives it out to Klepper. Now to Boland. Trying to go inside to Haney. Haney lost it. And, oh my goodness. No way. They bumped each other. Oh, they're going to get a foul here in Pine City. I thought it was more or less of teammates bumping each other. That was what kind of caused it. But they will say differently. So it will be Pine City's 6th team foul. But, Taylor, one of the things I'm noticing here is Pine City, even though, it is more of a defensive game at this point, Pine City's not allowing these turnovers and these fouls to affect them too much.
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely tell that they're staying with the energy. It's not going down. It's not going too high. It's just staying consistent.
They really are. I love that word, consistent, because that is the perfect word to use for this situation. As now we get an over and back here on the Spectrum Sting, so it will give the ball back to Pine City. Boland with it off the inbound from Thiemann. She gives it to Thiemann, now to Klepper. Klepper inside to Jusak, and Klepper noticing she was going to travel, so as she went up for the layup, passed it back to Jusak, and as Jusak went up, she was fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. They're going to get Addie Walschlager with her 3rd and the team's 5th. Jusak is good on the 1st to give us our first points in a little while. And now checking in for the Dragons is going to be number 4, Paige Gray. And Jusak hits them both. Jusak now with 12 points on the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We got something special to announce, hopefully. A 3 here from the Sting is well off the mark. Oh, but Paige Gray just couldn't grab it. That one that's a tough spot to get a rebound, Taylor. On the other side of the rim, you can't really tell where the ball is going to wind up, and it kind of comes at you really quickly.
Yeah, and then you also saw that it hit the rim right then, too. So it's it's a little difficult because you don't know where it's going to go.
100% as Ashley Vesh gets the inbound, drops it in for 2 to make it 12-6. And still in favor of the Dragons. Up the court, Klepper. She'll give it off now to Gray. Gray dishes on the far side to Thiemann, and then inside to Jusak. Give her even 2 more. It's 15-6. And she has 14 now. 14 points for Jusak. Now far side 3 for Carlson. No good. Oh, great rebound grab there by Ringgold. That's just a good rebound. And now another 3 attempted here by Carlson. That's going to come up short. And Klepper, ooh, a tough rebound, but she pulls it in, gives it to Thiemann. Thiemann brings the offense forward. Thiemann looking, gives it off far side to Gray. Over to Lottie. Lottie for 3. It's good! 18-6. What beautiful passing there, Taylor, by this Dragons offense.
Oh, definitely. That was one that gave me chills. That was fast, that was quick, that was great.
And this pass going to go over the head of Ringgold on the pass from Novotny. Summer Thiemann, we've talked about her a bunch and her defense and how well she's improved. She is in the middle of those passes, getting her hand up. It's so close, it looks like she tips it, but she doesn't. And they're trying to get it over her hand so she doesn't get the steal, but in the end, it winds up being a turnover anyways because they're trying to get it over her head. So a great job there by Thiemann. And now Thiemann for a 3. That's going to be no good. And rebounded there by the Sting, Ashley Vesh. 18-6. Dragons with the lead. On the far side now to Carlson. Carlson goes inside to Alyssa Voigt. And a 3 here from Ashley Vesh is pure to make it 18-9. Here come the Dragons. Thiemann finding Gray underneath the basket. A little too tough on that one. And Jusak with the rebound. She's close to a double-double already, ladies and gentlemen. And that one's going to go against, I think I seen 24. Alyssa Voigt it is. And ladies and gentlemen, so we'll see. Jusak good on that one. Oh, boy. So the Sting will get number 21 in, which is Maggie Carlson. But, ladies and gentlemen, with that point right there, Carly Jusak has just reached 2,000 career points for Pine. My goodness, what a career Carly Jusak has had. Ladies and gentlemen, 2,000 career points. Wow. What a career. Carly Jusak, 2,000 career points. Unbelievable. Taylor, what a career.
That's insane. And now she's taking all of that and taking her 1,000 rebounds and 2,000 points and going and playing D1. That's gotta be amazing. She has to feel so proud right now.
Oh my goodness, she's got her family there. I see her brother there as well. Mom, dad, friends, and family. What a career for Carly Jusak. Wow. And you know, one of the things that I love about this too is if they do get the victory here tonight, she's gonna come and say, you know, it's not about me, it's about the team. We won it. You know, the team helped. She is so unselfish, and I think that's probably the best thing about Carly Jusak as a player is she is so unselfish with her play.
Yeah, I definitely agree. She's going to look at this and be like, wow, I did that, but also my team did that as well.
Yeah, this is very, very fun to see for Carly Jusak. Again, Maggie Carlson checked in for the Sting. And a 3 here is going to, a little bit of acting there by Carlson. It's going to lead to a foul. That was, she drew it. Let's put it that way. She definitely drew the foul. They're going to get Paige Gray for that one. I think, now again, I've said it before. If you can get the call, it's good. But I think Maggie Carlson there may have acted a little bit for that foul. But again, if you can get the ref to call it, all the more power to you. So Carlson is at the line for 2 after the, or 1-1, excuse me, after the foul, and she drops in the first one. And Carlson cannot drop in the second, but it's rebounded by her teammate, Amber Vesh. make it 20-10. A pass there. Thiemann nearly got a hand on it again. They give it off now to Ringgold in the far side. And Jusak gets the rebound there. Give her a double-double on the night, ladies and gentlemen. Mallory Klepper left alone for three. No good. Vivian Lottie gets the rebound, throws it back at the basket, and drops it in for two. Vivian Lottie. Taylor, that was not an easy one to get.
No, she had two people guarding her, and she was still able to get that. That's amazing.
A steal here for Klepper. Another turnover, and Bolin has it now. She gives it to Lottie. Lottie fakes the pass to Bolin. Now Lottie drives inside, gives it to Thiemann. Thiemann thought about three. She pulls it down, gives it to Bolin. Bolin, head fake, gives it off near side to Lottie. Lottie, no fear in that shot. Oh, and it rings out. Rebound there for the Sting, Ringgold. 22-10. Under 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Pass trying to go inside. That is well off the mark. The intended for Amber Vesh. Another turnover there by the Sting. And the Dragons will get it back. 22-10 they lead. Thiemann will inbound to Boland. A great crowd here tonight, Taylor. Stands nearly packed, and if you put the band where they're at, stands are pretty much packed.
Yeah, definitely. There's a bunch of people here to support tonight.
So Thiemann with the attempted three, but after it hit the rim, it went up and hit the pulley system for the backboard, and that is out of bounds. So it will go back to the Sting. 22-10 now, under 6 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Passing, Thiemann again with the tip pass there. It goes into the backcourt. Not going to be an over and back because of Thiemann getting the tip on it. Now they'll get it on the far side. Ringgold for three. It's going to come up well short. Jusak got a hand on it. And, they're going to, oh my goodness, they're going to get Klepper on a, respectfully disagree with that one. I think Ashley Vesh's momentum kind of took her that way. And it looked like it was a foul, but I think it was more of her momentum. But they're going to get Klepper for her third. That's really unfortunate because Klepper, she's not a girl who plays dirty or who gets a ton of fouls. She just plays a physical game, and no good on that shot. So Jusak gets yet another rebound. Vesh, no good on the free throw. Pine City gets it back into the game for Klepper. Of course, is Taylor Haney. Boland, bounce pass to Jusak, now over to Haney. Haney will look, give it back to Boland on the far side. Now over here to Thiemann. Thiemann, quick twitch, thought about three, gives it back to Haney. Now over to Lottie. Lottie will lob it inside to Jusak, back outside to Thiemann, and it's just over Thiemann's reach. That was a tough one there. It looked like Jusak had an opportunity to maybe spin inside, but that must not have been the play call as she gave it back outside to Thiemann, and that's an unfortunate one there for the Dragons, Taylor, because it looked like they had an opportunity to score.
Yeah, they definitely did. And just those small things are just kind of hard to do mentally and stuff like that. Hard to keep yourself up, but Dragons are doing very good on that stuff.
A rebound there by Thiemann on the missed three from Spectrum, and now a foul here on Lily Carlson. She'll pick up her first and the team's sixth. Actually, that should be the seventh, excuse me. So it should be the team's seventh. And checking in is Alyssa Voigt. So Pine City will get to inbound. They do to Thiemann. Yeah, they say it's only 6 fouls. So no free throws here. Thiemann drives inside. Oh, what a move there to get that one up, but just misses it. And on the rebound, Spectrum is going to have it. It's Alyssa Voigt. She'll take it all the way, but Thiemann comes up with the steal. My goodness, Thiemann is just everywhere. I can't express enough how good she does defensively, because that should have been a fast break three or a fast break point for the Sting, but Thiemann just comes back and absolutely denies it. And Lottie was fouled there. She'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 on the 7th team foul from Spectrum. That shot no good. Going to be rebounded by Ashley Vesh of the Sting. With it now, Novotny gives it off near side to Ringgold. Ringgold looking. She's going to take it down. Near side corner gives it over now to Novotny. Novotny on the far side gives it to Lily Carlson. That's no good. Brooke Boland will get the rebound. Breakout pass to Jusak. Jusak going to make the defender decide, and she lays it in for 2. Add on to 2002 now. Oh, that was 22 years ago now. Holy moly. Ringgold with it for the Sting. She'll put up a shot. Oh, and she gets a friendly bounce off the side of the rim to make it 24-12. Dragons have it back. Boland looks far side, gives it to Lottie. Lottie back into Boland on the far side corner. Boland pulls it down, gets a screen. She's left open for 3. That's off the mark. And the rebound, Jusak jumps up and tips it to herself. Gives it out now to Thiemann. Oh, Thiemann drives inside, and she is tripped up. She'll go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1 now. And they're going to get, I believe that was 34, Lily Carlson with her second. I believe so anyways. Yes. So Thiemann with the free throw. It's no good, but you guessed it, Jusak got the rebound. Boland inside, and I'm going to say that ball was knocked out of bounds by a member of the Sting. Gives a chance to look at our Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. You'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. 3:22 left here in the first half. Haney with the shot, no good, rebounded by Alyssa Voigt. And Spectrum bring it back the other way. That's Novotny with it, gives it off far side to Ringgold. Ringgold thought about the long 3, but Lottie was right there. Knocked out of the hands of Ashley Vesh, but it's picked up by the Sting. Driving inside, that's Ringgold. Shot is up, no good. Oh, shooting in out of nowhere. Lily Carlson grabs the rebound. She had no business getting that one, but she does. Now a free throw line shot from Ashley Vesh is no good. Rebounded there by Brooke Boland. Brooke Boland taking it up the court on the far side. She pauses, she looks, wanted to go back to Lottie, instead gives it to Thiemann on the far side. Thiemann dribbles towards the top of the key, gives it off to Haney, now over to Boland. Boland, she'll look, give it to Lottie. Lottie on the near side, Thiemann. Thiemann off the mark from 3, and a rebound there by Novotny for the Sting. Under 2.5 to go now in the first half. Pine City still leads, 24-12. Lily Carlson has it on the near side. She's looking, taking a look at the defense, gives it off now to Alyssa Voigt. Back to Carlson. Carlson looks across the court, goes to Novotny. Novotny tries to drive inside, gives a little shiver arm, gives it back to Ashley Vesh. A long 2. That is good from Ashley Vesh to make it 24-14. Bevo Meadow Gardens, if your green thumb is starting to itch, Bevo Meadow Garden Center will be opening for the 2024 season March 7th. Coming for your seeds, ideas, and garden starter seeds. As a missed shot there by Jusak is rebounded by Vivian Lottie. You can follow them on Facebook at Beaver Meadow on Facebook. And I don't know if Thiemann meant to.
I didn't see that one coming.
Or what, but Thiemann was about to get a travel call, and I don't know if she purposely or accidentally or what, but she lost control of the ball, and it wound up in the hands of Jusak, who put it up and in for 2. Hey, skilled play there. We'll call it on purpose. We'll say it was on purpose there by Thiemann. A great assist.
I didn't see it until Carly went up for the shot.
Yeah, I thought she was going to get called for the travel, but she didn't because she lost that ball right at the perfect time, or gave it off, excuse me. She didn't lose it. So a great shot there by the Dragons. They lead 26-14. Thiemann with it. Thiemann back out to Gray. Gray gives it to Boland. Boland thought about 3. She finds a lane to drive inside, puts up a shot a little too strong on that one, and it's going to wind up in the hands of Thiemann on the rebound. She'll give it over to Jusak, now on the near side for Boland. Boland thought about 3. She's double-teamed, lost it, picks it up again, gives it out to Haney. Haney nearly lost it. Haney, she'll give it off to Thiemann. Thiemann on the far side. 8 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Now back over to Boland. Boland with 5 seconds. A 3. No good. Jusak with the rebound to reset the shot clock, but it doesn't matter because she puts it back up and in for 2. Have we mentioned that she is a rebound machine? 28-14. And a foul there, on Jusak. And that one going to be her first. Team's 9th. And a 1-on-1 opportunity now for Addison Ringgold. And I think they're just making sure she's okay. And Ringgold good on the first. make it 28-15. Halftime over in Bram sees the Bomber girls leading East Central 38-3. My goodness. Unfortunately, lopsided there between our two local teams. It was 3-1 until 3 seconds left in the half as Ringgold hits both of those free throws. Shot clock separated by the game clock by about 5 seconds. Carly Jusak and company have it. She looks for Boland, calls out the offense, gives it now to Thiemann. Thiemann looking, trying, getting it off to Jusak. 10 seconds to shoot. Jusak spinning around the defender, finds that lane inside and lays it in leisurely for 2.
That's when those are the ones that you know, like, to give it to Carly. She will find that spot and she will put it in for you.
A near half-court shot is just off the mark for Maggie Novotny, but that will take us to halftime here in this one, where the Dragons lead over the Spectrum Sting 30-16. We're going to take a commercial break. Hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll recap the first half. Also, don't forget, Here's the Pitch. The area's premier indoor batting cages offers individual batting lessons taught by current or former collegiate athletes. Touch them all this season by tuning up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Here'sThePitchMN.com to learn more. Halftime here in Pine City, 30-16. Dragons with the lead. Back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Girls Playoff Basketball on WCMP.
More customers, more name recognition, more employees, more market share. If you'd like a little more for your business, it's time to start digital advertising. Did you know that the average person spends 4.5 hours per day on their smartphone? It's time for you to start reaching them. Streaming TV, SEO or SEM, display ads, and email marketing. If your business could use a little more, contact us now and we can help. info@q-mediagroup.com.
AOML. BRB. B4N. Period O2. BF. 143. AAK. 1AM. Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP Deals guy can translate.
This week, grab your tickets to the new Wrangler Stampede Rodeo. 3 options to choose from. BEG. Big Evil Grin.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG. TTYL. Money sign, heart emoji.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the Pitch, the premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit Here'sThePitchMN.com. Here'sThePitchMN.com.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. Taking a look at some halftime scores from our playoffs around the area. Ogilvie leads over Maple Lake at halftime, 41-17. Bram up over East Central, 38-3. Mora is trailing Sauk Center at half, 39-9. I believe that Hinckley-Finlayson game is over. And if I am looking at the scoreboard correctly, it looks like they beat Barnum by a significant amount. So looks like Hinckley-Finlayson will move on to Saturday, where they will play up at Duluth-Denfeld. So congratulations there to them on that win. Again, I'll try and get an update from our morning show host, Joshua Miron, on that one. But here in our game, here in Pine City, the Pine City Dragons girls lead over Spectrum at half, 30-16. Taking a look at the stats here at halftime, leading the way for the Spectrum Sting with 7 points was Ashley Vesh, then 4 for Addison Ringgold, 3 for Lily Carlson, and 1 each from Maggie Novotny and Maggie Carlson. Leading the way rebound-wise was Ringgold with 5 of them. They were 5 of 9 from the free throw line. They had 3 steals and 8 team fouls. On the other side for the Pine City Dragons, leading the way for them was Carly Jusak with 24 points, 5 from Vivian Lottie and 1 from Boland on a free throw. 14 rebounds for Carly Jusak there in that first half. They went 7 of 11 from the free throw line. They had 7 team steals, 1 block, and 9 team fouls. They only had 4 turnovers in that first half while forcing Spectrum to 12. So pretty good first half there for Pine City. Now, it could be better. You're saying, Ethan, how can it be better? They're already up by 14 points. Well, we've seen a couple of times, and talking about it with Taylor, she's pulling double duty here tonight. She's over playing with the band as well, so she will be back after playing with the band, but pulling double duty here tonight she is, and we appreciate her. We appreciate her coming in and joining us for this broadcast. It does mean a lot to have her on, and I know everyone else enjoys hearing her instead of me all the time, but here, yeah, in this one, it could be better. You're saying, I mean, how? But it could. The shot selection is good, but they have had a few turnovers on untimely moments, and they did have 19 fouls. Now, it could have been a lot worse, but those 19 fouls are going to come into play here in the second half because Mallory Klepper has 3 of them. Now, they did get good production from Taylor Haney and Paige Gray, who came off the bench. Did a really good job, but in that second half, you're going to want to see less fouls. You're going to want to hope your team can keep up with turning Spectrum over. Plus, you want to see this offense continue to push the issue, continue to put pressure on Spectrum, continue to run the floor, continue to grab those rebounds. Carly Jusak has been a menace in the post. Whether it's defense, offense, she has just been absolutely menacing. She is grabbing every and anything that comes her way, whether it's right at her, or if it's a little out of her reach, she's going to grab it at this point in time. And she does have the height advantage over Spectrum right now, and that doesn't mean everything. That height does not mean everything, but it has played a factor here in this one as she has been able to grab more rebounds than not. Of course, Carly Jusak hit 2,000 career points there in that first half for the Dragons. So as I write that down, she hit 2,000 career points there in that first half, and she got right back to business. She turned around, got right back to business, and started playing again, she added on even more. She added 8 more points after getting her 2,000th. Now, she has 2,000 points, over 1,000 career rebounds. Just what a career here for Carly Jusak. So special. And again, I talk about all the special players for this Pine City Girls program. Just so fun to watch. As at halftime, our Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard shows the Dragons leading 30-16. The team over there believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. Looking at trying to get an update here for you from that Hinckley-Finlayson game. None yet, but we will get one surely before the end of this one. But the Dragons leading 30-16 again. Keys for the second half. Continue to run the floor with this offense. Don't let off the gas. Continue to push the issue. Defensively, got to make sure that you don't allow any perimeter shots. Spectrum has tried and tried and tried. They're going to continue to try in the second half to get those perimeter shots to fall. And I have a feeling if they start getting them to fall, they're kind of very good at that, and they are hard to stop. So if Pine City can do a better job of defending that, I think, and continuing to push the issue on offense, running the game at their pace, I think Pine City will be able to come out of here with the victory. We're getting almost back to action here on WCMP. Taking a look, the tastiest way to our local area. The Restaurant Passport, of course. Pick one up, collect stamps at the participating restaurants, and win gift certificates to those same places. A winner every day, and our grand prize winner will receive $500 in gift cards. That is our Restaurant Passport that we do every year, thanks to all of our participating restaurants who participate in that. Hinckley-Finlayson did win over Barnum. So thanks to Joshua Miron for calling that game. Possession arrow favors the Dragons. They'll be headed left to right on your radio dial. Spectrum right to left. Inbound here goes to Klepper. Now Bolin will get it from Klepper. She'll step back, give it off to Jusak. Jusak looks, trying to find someone. She's going to probably see more times than not a double team here in this second half as she did there. She'll give it off on the near side to Thiemann. Thiemann with a little shimmy shake gives it back to Bolin at the top of the key. Now back over to Thiemann for three. That's off the backboard and in. The bank is open, ladies and gentlemen. A three there from Summer Threeman. I've been waiting for that one here all night long. She finally gets the first one on the board, 33-16. And now a three attempted there by Ringgold is going to go long, rebounded by Ashley Vesh. She tries to give it inside, and it is stolen away by Carly Jusak. She'll bring it up the court for the Dragons, give it off to Lottie. Now back to Bolin. Bolin over on the near side to Klepper. Klepper goes inside to Carly Jusak, who again drops it in for two. 35-16. Dragons continuing to push the pace on offense. Spectrum has it. It's Novotny. Novotny gives it to Vesh. Back to Novotny for three. That's off the mark. Ashley Vesh with the rebound. She goes inside. That is blocked from behind by Jusak. There's her average, 2. Again, she's had about anywhere from 2 to 4 a game at the games that I've been able to see. So it's an incredible player. Inbound here for the Sting goes to Ringgold. Now over to Novotny. Novotny has it. She'll give it back to Ringgold on the near side. Ringgold back to Novotny. Now over on the far side there for Walschlager. She drives underneath the basket. Got a little bit of a lane to drive, and she drops it in for 2 to make it 35-18. Thiemann brings it up the court. Gives it off the near side to Klepper. Klepper back over to Bolin. Bolin on the far side to Thiemann. Thiemann pulls it down, looks, takes a glance, gives it off top of the key to Klepper. Inside Jusak. Now Bolin for 3. Left alone, just off the mark. Bolin is going to race. Not quite grab a rebound. And it's going to be picked up there by Ringgold. Ringgold going to put up a shot towards the basket. It's no good. Klepper will grab the rebound here for Pine City and bring it back the other way. Does Bolin. She'll give it to Lottie. Lottie looking inside. She wanted Jusak, but she's double teamed. Now gives it over to Bolin. Now to Klepper. Klepper all the way back across court to Jusak. Jusak all the way back over to Thiemann. Thiemann takes the 3. It's going to come up short and rebounded there by Walschlager. She'll bring it back the other way for the Sting. On the far side, Thiemann guarding Walschlager. She gives it back to Carlson. Carlson now on the near side for Novotny. Now inside to Ashley Vesh. And a 2 there missed. by the Sting, rebounded again by Klepper. And Taylor, so far so good here at the start of the second half.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the Dragons, just looking at this a little bit, they look like they're coming out stronger than they did beforehand.
Excuse me, and a three going to come up short there by Carly Jusak. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped. Ooh. I was going to say, Jusak doesn't leave many shots short, and that is why that one was tipped. So Pine City going to hold on to the ball. And inbound here to Bolin. She'll give it inside to Klepper. Klepper off the backboard, no good. Rebounded that time by Walschlager. And they'll bring it up the court, Willa Sting, with Novotny, Maggie Novotny. She'll give it off far side to Ringgold in the far side corner. She finds a lane to drive through, and it's knocked from behind by Jusak, but they're going to say she got a little bit more than the ball. So Jusak will be called for the foul. And at the line to shoot two as we get a lights flashing here. Ringgold will shoot two. Ringgold good on the first. She was 2 for 2 in that first half. Continues that mark here to make it 35-19. And she drops that one in as well. Make it 35-20. And here comes Bolin for the Dragons. Bring it up the court, give it off to Klepper, now to Jusak. Jusak looks, gives it far side to Bolin. Bolin left alone from three! And that's the thing with this team, Taylor, you know it as well as I do. If you leave them any space to shoot, they're going to make you pay.
And they're going to make it in, too. Or, yeah, they're going to make it in. They're going to make it worth they're going to make it worth the shot.
They certainly are, and they do a really good job of that, too. And I think that's a good point. And are you making it, and is it worth taking that kind of a shot? And they do a really good job of making sure that they do just that. That's a very good point there.
They make every play worth it. Like we always in volleyball we always say play with intention.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are showing. When they are open, they are playing with intention. They are passing with intention.
They certainly are here as we get a travel call there on Lottie. She tried to back her way into the defender and unfortunately took a few too many steps. That'll be a turnover, give it back to the Sting. It's Carlson who has it in the front court. She finds Ringgold open on the near side, gives it back to Carlson on the far side now to Novotny. And that pass is tipped and I think stolen away there by Summer Thiemann. Back up the court, Thiemann. Over to Bolin on the far side. Bolin now back to Klepper. Klepper top of the key. Goes to Lottie. Goes through her hands. Stolen away by Ringgold. So that'll be the second turnover by Pine City. Carlson has it for the Sting, and she traveled. And that will give it back to the Dragons. 38-20 is the score, 13-40 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 3 locations, Pine City, Lynchburg, and Cambridge. The doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. Klepper gives it off top of the key for Jusak, who drops it in for 3 to make it 41-20. Spectrum quickly back the other way, though. Want to get this offense going. Novotny gets past from Carlson, now gives it off to Ringgold for 3. That's going to come up short, and Jusak is going to pull in the rebound. Took a little bit of time to get her first, but there it is. And Klepper, oh, that pass just leads her a little too far. She put up a shot, but it's going to come up short. Ashley Vesh will get the rebound there on that one for Spectrum. Carlson has it. She gives it off back on the far side for Ringgold. Now on the near side for Novotny. That shot is going to come up well short. Will not hit anything, and it will go out of bounds, and it will give it back to Pine City, 41-20. Your local gardening MVP, Beaver Meadow Garden Center, will open for the 2024 season on March 7th. Seeds, mulch, rock, and the experts will help you come up with this year's gardening game plan. 3 there again from Jusak. Beaver Meadow Garden Center, I-35, just 1 exit south of Hinckley. 44-20. Jusak is having a game. Sting have it back. Carlson on the far side looks, pauses. She tries to go across court to Novotny. Novotny gets around one defender, puts up a shot, and that's going to come up off the rim. No good, and another rebound here for Jusak. She thought about a pass to kind of get things to go quickly, but instead does the smart thing and Gives it short. Now to Thiemann on the near side. Thiemann will take it back top of the key and reset things for the offense. Gives it off the near side to Boland. Now again top of the key for Jusak, and the Sting are there this time. They say, no, please. We cannot allow you another 3. Jusak will shoot this one. That one's going to come up short, rebounded by Novotny. Maggie Novotny of the Sting. She gives it off to Ringgold. Beautiful pass. Oh, my goodness, with authority. But it's going to be a foul. They're going to get, okay, they had the wrong number, I was going to say. But they're going to get Jusak for the foul. So at the line to shoot 2 now is Addison Ringgold. That had maybe a little something extra to that one. My goodness.
She was going for it.
She certainly did. And it was quite the block. That is a highlight reel one, but unfortunately for her, it does lead to a foul. So now she has 3. And Addison Ringgold misses the first, makes the second to make it 44-21. Dragons with the lead. Substitutions here. Jusak will inbound to Boland. Spectrum showing a little bit of full court pressure. That is something that Pine City's had trouble with this season, but they get out of it quickly that time. Boland in some trouble. She's looking. She'll give it underneath to Taylor Haney, and Haney's fouled. That was a quick foul. I wasn't sure if maybe that one wasn't a little bit iffy, but they're going to get the foul there on Spectrum and send Haney to the line to shoot 2. That's going to go against Ashley Vescher first. And Haney no good on the first. So Haney will line up for her second. And that one is off the mark as well. And Carly Jusak is going to come down with the rebound. Haney drives inside on the pass from Jusak. That pass is tipped on its way to Boland. Jusak will come up with it. Jusak for 3. That's going to be off the mark. And that clock winding down. She knew she had to take a shot, but that one off the mark. 44-21 is our score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with Smile Embrace forever. 61-38, the Hinckley Finlayson Jaguars beat Barnum. Nice win there for Hinckley Finlayson. They had a really good season this year, as did a lot of our teams. A long 2 there from the Sting is no good, and Jusak will again come up with the rebound. Boland quickly up the court to Haney. Haney gives it off to Boland. Boland now to Klepper, back to Boland. Boland thought about 3 and then pulls it down, gives it off on the far side to Gray. Gray wanted to go inside to Jusak, gives it back to Klepper. Klepper on the far side gives it to Jusak, now over to Haney. Haney thought about 3, but the defender, Maggie Carlson, give her credit. She got there in plenty of time to make sure she could not pull the trigger on the 3. Under 10 seconds to shoot. 7 seconds to shoot. Paige Gray goes inside. Klepper. Beautiful job there by Mallory Klepper. You could hear the crowd counting it down for the Dragons there, Taylor, but the Dragons did a good job of just staying calm with the little time left.
Yeah, definitely. Spectrum was really pressing on them. They could not find anywhere to shoot. Their defense was on point.
Lily Carlson with a 3 there for Spectrum. And, yeah, that was a great job there by Pine City. And now a steal here by Addie Walschlager. The Dragons' 3rd turnover. And they're going to leave Lily Carlson alone again. That one's going to be no good, though, and Mallory Klepper will come up with the rebound. Brooke Boland will bring it up the court now for the Dragons. And Taylor, we talked about next year's team. Of course, we don't want to see any of these seniors leave. You never do. But next year's team should be very fun to watch, as well as Boland. Speaking of next year's team, there's one of them returning for next year. She hits another 3 to make it 49-24. And, this team next year, they're going to miss Carly, but we've talked about it before. We've got some of these young ladies who are stepping into their roles very nicely for next year.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We have a good team. We have a great dynamic team coming up next year with how connected this group is.
Yeah, certainly. As we get a foul there on Paige Gray, her second. This inbound is tipped. It'll be stolen away by Taylor Haney. Thiemann takes it to the basket and drops it in for 2. Taylor Haney will get credit for the steal, and Thiemann drops it in for 2. to make it 51-24. And now the possible three-point play for Summer Thiemann. We call her Summer Threeman for a reason. Of course, the announcer jinx. So she's only able to get 2, but still, great points off a turnover. The rebound was knocked out of bounds by a member of the Sting. Oh, now they're going to come together, possibly going to switch this one. Yeah, they will. And Lottie, that's one thing with Vivian Lottie. She's going to show her emotions.
She's going to fight for that play when if they call it the first round or the first time that it's their ball, she's going to call it their ball. Even if she might know that it's not right, she's going to say it's our ball.
Hey, if she can convince them otherwise, I'm all for it. Paige Gray going to get the steal now for the Dragons. Force the 6th turnover there by the Sting, and now poked out from Gray by the Sting, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by Spectrum. So Pine City will hold on to it. 51-24 is their lead. Continue to try and get updates as we can from those other games on our airwaves. Again, our airwaves are full tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's how much playoffs are going on. So full, we can't even cover them all. Lottie will inbound to Jusak, and she'll hand it right back to Lottie. Now to Bolin, now on the far side for Jusak. Jusak trying to drive inside, gives it off near side. Summer Thiemann, no good on that one. And Jusak gets the rebound, drops it in for 2. That took a weird bounce there, Taylor. I wasn't sure that Jusak was going to get that one because it took an awkward bounce.
Yeah, she jumped up and then it just went a different direction, I feel like.
It did, and now nearly a steal by Jusak, but did not get hold of it like she would have liked to, and it will go out of bounds and stay with the Sting. Jusak turning up the pressure. As now Sting have it back. They'll give it off on the far side to Addison Ringgold. Give it now in the near side. A long 2 there from Alyssa Voigt is dropped in to make it 26-53, or 53-26, excuse me. Bolin has it on the near side to Klepper. Now top the key to Jusak. On the far side, Bolin. Bolin thought about 3, pulls it down, gives it to Thiemann. Now over the near side to Jusak. Jusak top the key to Klepper. Now over to Bolin. Bolin for 3. It is good again. Give Bolin now 10 points on the evening. 56-26. And man, Bolin showing that she's going to be a good shooter come next year as well. This entire team done such a great job. Thiemann will jump up, get a steal, off to the races, and she's going to win those races 10 out of 10 times. And on the fast break, she drops it in for 2. And we are going to get our first timeout of the half here, as it's 58-26, 7:47 to go in the game. Timeout called by Spectrum. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a word from our fine sponsors. We'll come back. You're listening to Playoff Girls Basketball on WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP. Here's the pitch. Whether you're trying to make the team or trying to take the team to the next level, get into Here's the Pitch in North Branch. State-of-the-art batting cages for baseball and fast-pitch softball. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. Also, the Minnesota Twins opener. Will you have your furnace or AC on when baseball season starts? Well, either way, WCMP and Dale's Heating and Appliance are sending you to the Twins home opener at Target Field April 4th. Keep listening to WCMP for more details. A baseball fan at all there, Taylor?
Yeah. I mean, I like going to baseball games. Do I understand everything? Not quite.
Hey, as long as you enjoy them.
Yeah, even though I was in softball for a couple of years, I should probably have a little bit of knowledge, but that's all right. I just like watching them.
Hey, as long as, like I said, as long as you're having fun, I think that's what matters most. As the Sting have it back. And nice move there by Lily Carlson. She steps around one defender and then quickly pulls up her dribble and drops it in for 2. And you mentioned it in the break here. You know, even though it's a 30-point lead for Pine City, Spectrum's still playing hard and playing good.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely tell that their defense is amazing. Like, they're really pressing on Pine City to where they're having it like they don't know where to shoot or don't know when to shoot, and then if it's too late, they already have people guarding them.
A 3 there, no good by Jusak, and then rebounded by, I believe it was Bolin, and then stolen away by the Sting. Looks like, unfortunately, they got a referee stoppage because Lily Carlson looks like she might be a little bit hurt. Hopefully she's okay. We never want to see anybody hurt, so wish her the best. Hopefully she's okay, able to get back into this one. Lily Carlson for the Spectrum Sting is hurt right now, a junior, so she'll be back next year with the Sting, but again, hopefully she's able to get back into this one. On the far side, Thiemann knocks another pass out of bounds. You talk about just being a menace. She is that on defense. And now Jusak, just a straight-up steal, an interception there by Carly Jusak. She brings it up the court, gives it to Bolin. Now to Klepper. Klepper for 3. That one's just off the mark. And Alyssa Voigt will come up with the rebound for the Sting. Bring it back the other way is Maggie Novotny. She'll pull up a 3 in the face of a defender, and she gets it to drop. That's a pretty good-looking 3 there by Maggie Novotny of Spectrum, and she's still battling. Jusak with it, gives it off far side to Bolin. She thought about the long 3 over the defender, instead decides to pull it down. We do have a new player in for Spectrum. That's number 3, Claire Edison. Into the game for the first time. Trying to go inside to Lottie. A shot is up, no good. And then it was held up, so they're going to say a jump ball here. And the possession arrow favors the Sting. 3 fouls for Pine City, 2 for the Sting. 58-31 is the Dragons' lead. On that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With it now is Walschlager. A 3 here is going to come up short, and it hit the top of the backboard, which should be out of bounds, but they didn't catch it. And Thiemann will get the rebound, and she'll take it up on the far side. Looks, gives it off far side to Haney. Klepper and Haney were both in front of each other, and they wind up making good on the pass. That shot from 3 from Thiemann is no good. Oh my goodness, they're going to get a foul there on Gray, and I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. That was more or less the Sting player's own fault. She kind of tripped over herself there, but they're going to get the foul there on Pine City. Another new player in for Spectrum, the first time here tonight, Ella Annan. Into the first time for Spectrum, wearing number 30. It's Maggie Carlson, gives it off near side to Claire Edison for 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound up for grabs. Taking it is Walschlager. She gives it off to Edison, and it's stolen away by Thiemann. My goodness. She'll take it the distance. And she can't get it to fall. Rebound swatted back out for Mallory Klepper. A 3 here from Paige Gray. And again, Taylor, just their ability to battle to get these rebounds. And then the passing here tonight has just been phenomenal.
Yes, it has really given us me chills. Like, just how quick their offense is and how quick their passes have been amazing.
As we do see another turnover there by the Sting. It'll be their 10th turnover of this half, 4 for Pine City. They had 4 in the first half. Jusak is taking a rest. She well-deserved, and now they're getting other players minutes like Haney and Gray. Good passing here by the Dragons once again. Thiemann going to drive baseline, gives it off on the far side for Klepper. A 3, it's good! And Mallory Klepper looks right back at Thiemann and says, good pass. Wow. You can tell they're really feeling it now, is Pine City, as we dip under 4.5 minutes to go. Pine City really feeling it, and it's so fun to watch a team when they're on a roll like this. Taking it to the basket, no good on the shot is Maggie Carlson. She's going to get her own rebound. Then she dishes it back outside to Ayla Annan. She gets underneath the basket, a hook shot up and no good. And the Sting, Edison is able to get it back on the rebound. A shot there is no good, and Klepper is going to grab the rebound. She's nearing double-digit rebounds with her 9th there. Again, we talk about her trying to take over the Jusak rolls. We all hold our breath as Thiemann hits double digits with that 3, 67-31. And now we'll get a timeout called here, I believe, by Spectrum. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Give us a chance to look at some of our sponsors. Beaver Meadow Gardens. Winter? What winter? Since you're probably ready to get out into the garden, Beaver Meadow Garden Center will be opening for the season March 7th. Beaver Meadow Garden Center opening Thursday, the 7th. Apparently, my English is failing me, apparently, but we press on. But Taylor, this has just been impressive. We talked about it. They lost 4 of their last 5 after that loss to Ogilvie. That was really unfortunate, but it just seemed like the team fell into a little bit of a funk. They got back on a win over Royalton, but it still just didn't feel like Pine City basketball. Here tonight, against Spectrum, who has an 18-8 record on the season, I think they're back.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Playing like this is amazing. Their skill out here has been amazing, like I just said. But the not underclassmen, but like Gray and Haney have gone up to that three-point line and showed us, and especially Gray has shown us that she can step up and that she's gonna be a key player next year.
She certainly will be, as we get a foul here on the Spectrum Sting. The clock will run. That is the 3rd on Addison Ringgold. And Bram defeats East Central 64-6, and that's really unfortunate there for the East Central Eagles. We never want to see any of our teams be blown out. That's not something we want to see. And now Pine City getting their backup players in. Rachel Brown checks into the game wearing that number 1 jersey. She'll be a part of this team again next year, as well as Isabel Galatiud Prieto wearing number 5, and number 33, of course, Brecken Reiser. So I try and write these down. Sting have it. They've got their backups in. We'll try and get those as we can. And we see number 2 out there as Haney for 3. You can hear the crowd go nuts, and no good. Brecken Reiser with the rebound. Gray gives it to Reiser. Reiser, they're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow does favor the Pine City Dragons. So number 2 for the Spectrum Sting is going to be Cassidy Colbert. Or Colbert. Never truly know. Inbound here to Brecken Reiser. She lost it, but it's going to roll to Rachel Brown. Brown has it, looking. It's a screen from Prieto. She smiles as she nearly loses it, and now Carlson will get the steal. Carlson to the basket. No good on that shot. Rebounded there by Colbert. And a 2 there, a long 2 there from Carlson is no good. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a member of the Dragons. So 5 turnovers now by Pine City. 67-31. That clock rolls under a minute and a half. And Taylor, we are on our way to seeing Pine City play at St. John's University on Saturday. Inbound here is nearly stolen away, and then a long 2 is no good. Galataud Prieto with the rebound. And she takes it up the court. She travels and gets a word from head coach Judd as she traveled with it, and he looks at her and just say, hey, it's okay.
And those players that look at their coach and be like, yeah, I got that wrong, I'll get that next time, is a player that you want to have on your bench.
It most certainly is, as Ella Annan drops that in for 2 to make it 67-33. Pine City. And that one's going to be knocked out by a member of the Sting. Well, the Dragons get it inbounded again. Haney will give it to Gray. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. And the Dragons are moving on to play Saturday as Galataud Prieto has it. She gives it to Gray. Now back to Prieto. With 6 seconds to Haney, and Haney to Brown, and Brown will dribble this one out. There it is, and the Dragons win it 67-33, and the Dragons are moving on to Saturday. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, recap this game, and I believe we should get an interview with our player of the game. You're listening to Girls Playoff Basketball on WCMP.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me. I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class. Oh, yeah.
This week, snag a 30-minute massage at Pine City Family Chiropractic for only $45. Free.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com/deals. Now, breathe.
Stan's Equipment in Pine City carries a full line of power equipment to help you with your workload, no matter the season. They offer a wide variety of truck equipment, power equipment, tractor equipment, lakeshore equipment, smart equipment, and Louisiana grills. So much to see and look at only at Stan's Equipment. They even offer pre-owned inventory and reliable service and parts department for all your power equipment. Come check out their inventory, new and used, or have them service your equipment. Stan's Equipment, your local power equipment dealer, Pine City.
We are now joined by the Pine City girls basketball head coach, Patrick Judd. And Coach, I want to thank you for joining me and doing this interview. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. And
Promoting good health in children is the best way to ensure they'll enjoy good health as adults. Don't skip out on your children's wellness appointments. Call Wellia Health today at 320-679-1313 to set up a Well Child visit. Our friendly family medicine providers love to support young families by helping your children stay healthy, active, and feeling their very best. WelliaHealth.org.
K&K Concrete is a proud supporter of the Pine City basketball team. K&K Concrete is locally owned and operated and has 20 years of experience working in the Pine City area. K&K Concrete specializes in foundations, driveways, decorative concrete, and more. They give expert services for both residential and commercial jobs. To schedule your project or for more information, contact them today at 320-629-6341. K&K Concrete would like to say good luck and go Dragons.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, we're now joined by, of course, our player of the game, Carly Jusak. First of all, Carly, congrats on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
And, of course, a milestone reach. We talked about it in preseason, but you got to 2,000 career points along with 1,000 career rebounds. What does that mean for you?
It definitely means a lot. 2,000 points was a goal that I knew I could possibly get this year, but it wasn't my main goal. My main focus was just to be the best team player that I can be and just go out there and do my role and do my best. And if I get it. And that's kind of just how my outlook on it. But I'm super appreciative of my team and everyone who helped me to get there. So it feels amazing.
And you guys got one more home game here before the playoffs go to neutral site. But what does it mean for you to get one final home game here at Pine City?
Yeah, that also felt great. I didn't know if we were going to be able to secure a home game. I was super relieved at Royalton when I found out that we could play at home. It just felt, it's where I'm most comfortable. It just felt good that we could play here at least one more time and know that it's going to be our last time and we can just go out there and play our hardest.
And what was the message to this team? You guys, after losing to Ogilvie, lost 3 straight after that, and then you were, like you said, able to get that win over Royalton. What was the message to the team after getting that win, knowing you get one more playoff game here at home?
Yeah, it was just that we're not done. We still have work to do, and we can still do better. And it doesn't matter. What's in the past is in the past, and we can get past that and just do our best and come out and win this game. And it doesn't matter what the previous losses. And so that was kind of our outlook and just what we were looking forward to.
Well, Carly, thank you so much for joining me here. I know you got to get down to other people to talk to, but I appreciate you joining me. Congrats on the 2,000 career points, and good luck on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That, again, is Carly Jusak, our player of the game. Again, 2,000 career points. She goes and talks to her former coach, Ted Haas. So cool to see that embrace there, Taylor. 2,000 career points. I don't know if I've ever seen it in person. I've heard about it. I've heard about other players getting 3,000 and points like this. To see it live is something I don't think I have ever had yet, and I may never again. But what a game here. by not just Jusac, but this Pine City team.
Yes, I definitely agree. The dynamic tonight was amazing. Just how players work together, how the people who don't normally play, how they came out and they stepped up. Like Paige Gray, when she got those 3 points, you could tell that she stepped up. She knew what to do. She was a great dynamic player tonight.
Yeah, she really was, and it was really cool to see the younger players get in, like you mentioned, because a lot of times they may not see the court a ton just because of how the game works and everything else, but they did a really good job, did the younger players, coming in and making their plays and just being in the correct spot. I think there's a lot to say. Yeah, you may not see a ton of points for those players. Yeah, they may not get all these stats on the stat line, but they were in the right spots at the right time, and I think that speaks volumes because now next year it's going to be their team.
Yeah, you could definitely tell who the leaders on the court are going to be next year. Brooke Bolin, she's going to be scoring a bunch of points next year. She's going to be a key player next year. We've talked about this. Mallory Klepper stepping into Carly Jusak's shoes. She has been doing such a great job on rebounds, on points, and everything. So, looking at those few players, and also Vivian Lottie, her aggression on the court is amazing.
Yes.
You want players like that.
Absolutely, and what a fun game here for this one as we take a look at our stats from tonight's game. Leading the way for the Spectrum Sting with 8 was Lily Carlson, and then 7 for both Ringgold and Vesh. 6 rebounds from Ashley Vesh and Ringgold. For the night, they were 8 of 13 from the free throw line. They had 7 steals, but 22 turnovers and 11 team fouls. For the Pine City Dragons, it was Carly Jusak with 34 points to lead the team and 19 rebounds, another double-double for this young lady. Also, you had 2 more with double-digit points. That was Thiemann and Bolin with 10 points each, then 5 for both Lottie and Klepper, and 3 from Paige Gray. And leading the rebound-wise was Jusak with 19, but 9 for Mallory Klepper, as we talked about, nearly getting that double-digit mark. They were 8 of 12 from the free throw line. They had 14 steals, only 9 turnovers in the game. They had 2 blocks, both coming from Jusak, and 13 total team fouls here in this one, as we work our way through the end of this one. They'll play again on Saturday. That is yet to be determined who they will play as we take a look at the bracket here on the MSHSL website. I don't know if it'll be updated yet just because games are coming to a close. Right now, St. Cloud Cathedral has advanced. No one else yet. It looks, wow, they got that one up there quick. Pine City, the game just ended, ladies and gentlemen. They've already got that one moving on. So I'm guessing as Sauk Center was leading Mora, we're going to have a rematch. And that, if that's the case, will be fun. As we know, Pine City beat Sauk Center for the first time in years back in a Perham tournament. What does that mean now for Pine City if that is the case on who they play Saturday afternoon?
It's definitely going to be a intense game. So looking from this game, they're going to be looking at what it is that they need to improve on, how they need to fix those little mistakes, and then also just looking at this as a huge win and going into this next one with high energy, going in with great dynamic and everything. Absolutely, as we'll try and find head coach Judd. He'll probably be lost in the mayhem down there. Everybody on the court here, maybe try and get an interview with head coach Judd if he has time. Of course, again, there's a lot of people down there. This is a big win for this squad. And another season where Pine City gets past the first round, gets another win at home. And we will try and see if we can't find him. But if not, what a win for Pine City. You had some of the boys from the basketball team here. You had former players. You had family, friends. It was quite an atmosphere to be a part of here this evening, and a ton of fun as Pine City moves on to Saturday. They'll play at 4:30, presumably against Sauk Center. You bet your rear we will be there. We will we will be there, and we'll try and get there now. Did get Coach Lottie's attention, so we'll try and get Coach Judd here. So Lottie's searching for him now. We appreciate him. Lottie, appreciate it. He does a good job. He gives me a lot of insider information. As now we'll see Judd. He's got a lot of places to be, but I appreciate him. He'll join us real quickly, and we'll get him back down there. Coach Judd, first of all, thanks so much for joining me. And first, congrats on the win. What did that mean to come out of here and play like you did here this evening?
Well, anytime you're playing at home, you want to look good in front of the fans and stuff too, and especially in a playoff game, you never know what you're going to get out of your young kids, especially those sophomores that have maybe played their first real playoff game. So that was fun to see that they struggled a little bit in the first half, but then we made some adjustments at halftime, and they did a good job of executing and just settling down and remembering it was just a game.
And, of course, in that first half, Carly Jusak got her 2,000th career point. What did that mean for you as a coach to see her be able to get to that career mark?
Going into the year, you kind of thought there was an outside chance she could maybe get it, just because you knew what kind of scoring she was going to have to do for us to have success. But, going through the year, you're kind of like, well, it might be the second playoff game or maybe even a third playoff game. But when she went off of that 63-point night, there was no doubt we knew she was going to get there. So it was really fun to get it done in the first half and get it out of the way.
Yes.
Even though we weren't trying to do it that way, but it just worked out that way. And, tonight just worked out exactly the way you could have asked for it.
And Carly Jusak wound up leading the team in points scored, but you got a ton of contribution from other players on the team, like Klepper and Vivian Lati, Thema Bull. We could go on and on, but what was it like to be able to see that contribution from those other players? Maybe not so much scoring, but just being in the correct spots.
Once again, it's a lot of these kids' first real significant playoff game. It's huge that they know they can put the ball in the hole, because when we go to our next game here, we have to be able to have 5 players that can score. It can't just be one. And everybody, the last time we played Sauk Center, if that's who we get again, which we expect, Carly went off for 40. So we know they're going to be, dialed in on her, and somebody else has to be ready to shoot the ball. And we know that we have four kids that are on the floor with her all the time that can put the ball in the hole. So it's exciting.
Absolutely. And speaking of that game on Saturday, again, potentially more than likely against Sauk Center, what does that mean for this team to get to beat them for the first time in years this year, but to also get another rematch against them for another chance to try and beat them?
It's another chance for us to prove that we belong in the conversation for the playoff run to state. So I know for us, this kind of feels like if we win this game, things look really good down the stretch here. So we know it's going to be tough. It's not going to come easy, and chances are it's not going to come the same way it did the first time. So, we'll get a good night's rest. I'll be looking at game film most of the night, trying to get ready for the next game, and we'll see what happens. It's, just give yourself a chance, right?
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us here in the post game, and good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it. Go Dragons.
That, again, is head coach Patrick Judd, and we appreciate him taking time out of that busy mayhem down there to join us. But, again, Taylor, another opportunity to play, and I think as a team, as long as you're looking at it like that, just looking at it and saying, hey, let's give ourselves one more game. Let's give ourselves one more game. Try not to look ahead at all. They did a really good job of that here tonight, beating Spectrum, who a very good team coming in.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They really looked at it like, I feel like a clean slate. They looked at not what it was in the past, not what their game before against Spectrum was. They looked at it as a clean slate here. We're gonna play our hardest. We've never air quotes never seen this team before. We're gonna play our hardest. We're not gonna let anything get to us. We're gonna look at the positives. We're not gonna look at the negatives.
And they really did a good job, because in that first game it was a 6 or 8 point victory for them the first time around, so a lot closer. But this time around, they won in big fashion, a 44-point margin, or 34-point margin of victory here tonight for the Pine City Dragons. So that will do it for us here on this one. Be sure to stay tuned to our YouTube on this very YouTube page. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube. That way you'll get notified anytime we go live with a local sporting event. All you have to do is click that subscribe button. Then you'll get notified when we go live with a local sporting event. All you have to do is pull down the notification bar, click on it, and it will take you right to the live audio or video. Also stay tuned to our morning shows on 95.5 FM KBEK and at 7:30 and 8:30 with Rock and Robin Riley. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when we'll talk about our local games from the previous night. We'll talk this game, games coming up, as well as some regional and national sports as well. Also, stay tuned to our websites at WCMPradio.com and KBEK.com. For the sports schedule, go to the WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will have the links for this week's games. Of course, that is subject to change, just with teams and people getting sick and everything like that. So check into that daily. Also, stay tuned to our social medias at our Facebooks, WCMP Radio and KBK, and also at our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports, LOI signings, coaches being hired, coaches retiring, ADs moving on, broken records, LOIs, just everything local sports we will keep you up to date with on our websites and our social medias. Of course, the final on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, Dragons get the victory, 67-33. Beaver Meadow Garden Center, if your green thumb is starting to itch, Beaver Meadow Garden Center, my goodness, will be opening for the 2024 season March 7th. Also, they are your gardening MVP. I-35, just one exit south of Hinckley. Also, here's the pitch in North Branch. The area's premier indoor batting cages offers individual batting lessons taught by current or former collegiate athletes. Touch them all this season by tuning up your swing at Here's the Pitch. That is just around the corner. You can bring your own pitcher and swing for just $35 or use one of their state-of-the-art pitching machines for just $40. Also, don't forget your restaurant passport. Find out more info at WCMPradio.com. The grand prize winner will win $500 in gift cards to our local restaurants. Also, stay tuned to WCMP. Keep listening because we're going to send you, and Dale's Heating will send you to the Twins home opener at Target Field April 4th. Of course, I'm joined by Taylor Tollefson. And Taylor, your closing thoughts here on this one.
It was just a really good game. Both teams were looking into this, and they were looking into this as a good game, and I do agree that it was a good game. Even though the score was like a 30-point difference, Spectrum really had pulled it out. Their defense was on Pine City. It was hard. You could definitely tell at some points that it was hard for them to find a pass. It was hard to them to find a spot to shoot. So their defense really came in, and their offense did really well as well.
Yeah, it was tough for Pine City at points in time, like you mentioned, to find any room to operate. But they did a good job, and they get the victory here tonight and move on to the section quarterfinals against Sauk Center on Saturday. Again, that game will be played at 4:30, and, of course, we'll be out there for that one. So stay tuned as we'll keep you up to date on everything else because Bram won tonight. I'm sounding like Ogilvie won tonight. Hinckley Finlayson won tonight. So we've got a lot coming up for you on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. That, again, was Taylor Tollefson joining us here for this special night. I appreciate her coming out and joining us again. Taylor, thanks once again. And hopefully this won't be the last time we see you. Hopefully there's some more games we can get you out to, maybe during the spring sports as well. But maybe it's even on Saturday. Who knows? But until the next time, I appreciate you joining me. And, again, thanks so much. And good luck in golf.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's always so fun to get out here.
Absolutely. Thanks again to Taylor Tollefson. I'm Ethan Gilman for WCMP. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness could truly make their day. The Dragons get the victory, 67-33 for WCMP. Game Day Gilman. That was Taylor Tollefson. Have a great rest of your night.